In the latest chapter of the Black Clover manga, Asta and Liebe use ultimate teamwork to defeat the fusion of Lilith and Naamah. So stay tuned for my chapter review of Black Clover chapter 290 titled Highest versus Lowest. Now before we get into the video, I do want to give credit to Polski Art. I'll leave a link to their Twitter down below in the description. They did the art for the thumbnail of this video, a really good coloring of the manga. Now this is a really good chapter and there's going to be some good stuff to talk about, so if you guys do enjoy, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Also turn on notifications and don't forget to join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. The chapter starts with the giant moon slash sun slash star slash magical orb that was floating in the sky that Asta had redirected back at Lilith and Naamah fusion. Again, I'm just going to start calling them Lilitha again. Now, the little preview for the chapter says, Asta counterattack. What will happen in the crash between the highest ranking devil? So, after this, Lilitha is shown to be like, it looks like knocked out of the orb, and then it shows another leaf budding over Asta's chest, which means he only has 2 minutes left. And so, he summons his second sword, the Demon Dweller sword, and it looks sick. I think this panel here looks absolutely amazing, and it almost looks like the Demon Dweller sword is glowing, which I thought so, and then I also saw other people saying this, and also, just weirdly enough, the Demon Dweller sword also seems to have horns on it, or at least some sort of pointy objects, and this could be kind of like how Asta was changing the properties of the Demon Annihilator sword, and now he is changing the properties of the Demon Dweller sword. And it's also like he changed the properties of the Demon Slayer sword, because he made it way bigger, he made the hilt way bigger, so it looks like now, with Devil Union, he can change the properties of these swords, which makes him far more broken. And what he does is he launches a Black Slash that is far bigger than any of the other Black Slashes that he has launched before. If you go back and look at the Black Slashes that he had launched when the beginning of the time skip at that Spade Captain, and then also at Dante, with chapters later, this one is way bigger. This one is many times bigger than Asta himself. None of the other Black Slashes were like that. And it does look like that these Black Slashes are being powered by the orbs, because when you look at the Black Slash, it's like the slanted, almost boomerang type shape, but then it's the trail of anti-magic behind. Those trails of anti-magic look exactly like the orbs that have been around Asta. So it looks like these anti-magic orbs are now powering everything that Asta does. So next what happens is that Asta launches many more Black Slashes at this giant moon slash star attack from Lilitha, and it completely negates it. And then once it's broken and destroyed, it shows a bunch of fire and ice merging together. And then he summons his Demon Dweller sword once more and starts rushing towards Lilitha, the fusion of two Qliphoth devils. Lilitha thinks to her, or himself, probably herself, what is this guy? And it shows Asta with a shadowy Liebe in the background. It shows a flashback of Liebe on the floor being surrounded by devils, and he says, I, the weakest of the first floor of the underworld, is matched against the highest ranking devil that I never stood a chance against. So I like seeing this flashback of now Liebe seeing Lilith and Naamah. Now, a lot of people on Twitter were confused, saying that, oh, does this mean the canon or the anime showing that devil with the same tail as Liebe throwing Asta, does that make it not canon? Well, this is just a flashback scene. It doesn't actually show him being thrown in this. And also, remember guys, in that panel in the manga, it showed a different high-ranking devil from that of Lilith and Naamah. So it still could be that a different devil, the one with the same tail as him, is the one that actually threw him from the underworld into the physical world. So this just shows that he has interacted with Lilith and Naamah before, not that they are the ones that threw him. Now, Asta had told Liebe in their devil binding ritual, he said thank you, because Liebe had given him anti-magic power. It helped him so much to be able to be a magic knight and to be able to win many different battles and be a hero. But Liebe thinks to himself, that's my line, dumbass. Thanks to you, I can fight against the highest ranking devil. I like this because it shows that Asta and Liebe are both gaining from each other. Asta is able to become a magic knight because of Liebe. Liebe is able to become a very high-ranking devil, essentially, that can fight against high-ranking devils because of Asta. Multiple reasons. You got the swords, you got Asta's physical strength, compare that with Liebe's power, it just works out well. Now Lilitha thinks to herself, what's going on with this guy? The one who my attacks don't work against. The one who can attack me mustn't exist. All life should exist for my fun, but What is this? I can't have fun anymore. I really like this concept here. They're surprised that anybody can attack them, but their attacks don't work against them as well. This should imply that Lilith and Naamah are just that strong, that they didn't think that anybody would be able to do anything against them. Even after seeing Asta essentially no-diff Naamah, they are so much stronger now with the fusion that they did not think Asta would be able to do anything, but Asta's still stronger. So, remember, the fusion wasn't just Lilith plus Naamah, it was an amplification of the power much greater. So, that is probably what they're thinking here, which just shows how strong this devil here is. All life should exist for my fun, but I can't have fun anymore. What is this? What is this? You are, what is this feeling? Liebe says, you don't have to feel it, and you don't really need to feel it. The highest ranking devil of the first floor of the underworld, there was no single existence that would danger you, so you wouldn't know. That is fear. I like this. Liebe and Asta are putting in fear and stilling fear within two Qliphoth devils that are fused together in Lilith. I really like it. You can even see the panel here. I love it. Liebe looks menacing, and Lilith looks just shitting their pants. And unfortunately for Asta and Liebe, a fourth leaf spreads on their chest, which means they only have 1 more minute left for Devil Union. So they get their shit in gear. The time that he can maintain that state must be short. I can win if I run away till then. So Lilith is going to be a pussy and run away. Now, I'm wondering how Lilith knows that this state can only last a couple minutes. Why? All of Nox's Devil Unions can last a while. Why is Asta's different? How does Lilith know this? Maybe there's a lot more to the devil lore. Well, not maybe. There definitely should be a lot more to the devil lore that we just don't know yet, because why would she know this? Now this pisses them off, because like, stop right there, you bastard. Asta's running forward, he's launching more slashes, but he's like, damn, he's fast, this is bad, I can't catch up to them. Lilith says, I will make sure to mess you up and kill you, all your friends, all the humans in this world. But Nox says, I won't allow it. He just launches out his shadow magic, and he says, I'll steal your one instance at least. How spiteful, highest ranking devil, having an enormous amount of magic power, and you fear. Don't mess with this world, Asta and Liebe say as they just utterly slice Lilith in half. Now, I find it weird that Noct was able to slow down Lilith. Maybe it's just because she got caught off guard, because this is base Noct here. This isn't Noct with Devil Union. This isn't Noct with Double Devil Union. This isn't Noct with Double Devil Union and Monozone. This is base Noct here, who's also wounded. So this makes no sense. I think it's just she's taken off guard, just to focus on Asta. And it has been shown in Black Clover, if somebody is off guard, then they can be essentially almost nerfed or weakened in a way, where somebody weaker than them can do it. Actually, while I'm looking over the panels now, this is Devil Union Noct, so this is not base Noct, so I guess this makes a bit more sense than I thought. And this would mean maybe that not all of his devils are dead. Or is that Chemodello's horns? Chemodello should be fine. So yeah, okay, anyways. Lilith is dead, cut in half. And then Asta's fifth leaf sprouts. Now, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Lilith somehow survives this, because we don't see the heart being cut, but we don't know if that's the same for every single devil. We saw other devils being killed, the lowest and mid-ranking devils, despite no heart being destroyed. It's just their heads cut off, so that could have been a thing for Zigred, but I really like the ending here. They have just cut Lilith in half, and then Asta and Liebe are falling towards them. They both look at each other, and they both bump their forearms, and the ending says, with the comrade, a proof of victory. I really like the ending here, that they're both smiling at each other because they took down a Qliphoth devil. That was, I just love it. So hopefully that Lilith does stay down, because honestly, now that Lilith is defeated, I want to see more Qliphoth devils, and maybe more high-ranking devils that are high rankers, but not Qliphoth devils. So overall, I love this chapter, and I wonder if they're bumping their forearms, because they need to. So overall, I think the chapter was really good. I want you guys to tell me what you think down below. But one of the things I do want to bring up, and I'm very disappointed here, Rax the Hero, my boy, he says that Lilith and Naamah would not defeat Zigred. Do I need to do a video on this, guys? Do I need to do a video of Lilith and Naamah, and then Lilith against Zigred? I could do 1v1s, then I could do a 2v1, then I could do the fusion of the two versus Zigred, and do who would win. That's something I've been thinking about, because they're high ranking. They're only really high ranking devils we've seen fight. So I think that's gonna be at the video where I'm gonna have to do, because I actually do see a lot of people that do still think that Zigred would defeat Lilith and Naamah, which I do not agree with at all. So let me know your thoughts down below if I should do a Lilith and Naamah versus Zigred video. Something I've just really been thinking about it. I think I'm going to start working on that, at least doing the research for it, looking through all of the different chapters together. But yeah, I think I could pretty easily and clearly and concisely show that Lilith and Naamah would actually defeat Sigrid, and it actually probably would not be close whatsoever. But now please stay tuned for this Sunday's Black Clover theory video, because there's going to be a huge announcement for the channel within it. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to have notifications turned on so you will see that video, and stay to the end of that video. With that being said, hope you guys did enjoy. Shoot for 2,000 likes on the video, subscribe, turn notifications. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...